binawi na ni Dumaguete Mayor Felipe Remolyo ang request for authority para mapirmahan ang Memorandum of Understanding o MOU sa pagitan ng Dumaguete at Cuerpo para sa planong Smart City o ang 174 hectare reclamation project sa lungsod. Sinubukan po naming makausap si Mayor Remolyo pero nasa field daw siya. Sa halip pakakausap natin si Dumaguete City Vice Mayor Carissa Faye Tolentino Maxino. Ibig sabihin po ba nito ay hindi na matutuloy ang planong Smart City Project dyan po sa Dumaguete?
It doesn't mean that the Smart City Project will not push through po just because the mayor withdrew the request for authority. It's just that there's no assurance na mananalo ang Cuerpo because based sa letter sa PRA, the PRA can conduct its own Swiss challenge. The board sa PRA can conduct their own Swiss challenge po.
So what is the significance po? Bale lang, hindi lang i-exclusive kay Cuerpo itong proyektong ito. Parang ganun lang po yung sinasabi ng IC.
So this will terminate the relationship between the city and Cuerpo. And in the letter, we just received a letter this morning sa Sanggunian from the city mayor that he will not be signing anymore the notice of award to Cuerpo. In order not to prejudge or preempt PRA in reviewing the document.
Iba po itong project na to, ang isa sa mga pondong panggagalingan nito is from Cuerpo. Tama po ba yung understanding ko noon?
Yes, that is true po. Cuerpo submitted an unsolicited proposal to the city government, and Cuerpo said that they will be spending for the project. But that doesn't mean that the project is sa Cuerpo na. The project is the project of the city government. So as of now, siguro we can say that there's no project because the mayor withdrew the authority, and that was also already granted by the council kanina in our special session. The council, through a unanimous vote, withdrew the authority of the mayor to sign the Memorandum of Understanding. However, the authority to apply sa PRA for the SMART project is still there.
I'm holding here a letter from the Philippine Reclamation Authority which says it has never received any request for review from Dumaguete.
That is true po. Dumaguete never applied for anything yet.
So there's nothing with no relationship with the PRA at all.
That is true. That is true po. So there's really nothing to argue about now.
Ganun po ba?
Yes po. The Dumaguete City plans to have the smart city, but Dumaguete City has not applied yet. This is still a plan. So there's really no application yet from the city.
That is strange.
I'm sorry po.
That's very strange. It's a little bit unorthodox, guys.
As what I've understood po, naunahan lang ng mga opposition, kaya ganito yung mga reaction. But basically, it's still premature to object.
Well, because there was an unsolicited proposal from Cuerpo.
Yes, according to our city legal officer, they followed the process. It's just that the PRA just recently told them that the PRA were not notified regarding the Swiss challenge. So, yung sulat galing sa PRA, I'm not sure if we have the same letter, but we just received it yesterday. Yeah. It is stated there that if the board of the PRA will approve, then the PRA can conduct their own Swiss challenge. So, we believe that mas mabuti if nasa kamay na sa PRA so that there won't be any misunderstanding na the city is favoring a certain company.
So because you are still going to the PRA pa lang, meaning this action will come later in the future.
Yes, that's true.
Okay, so what you're saying is you just want to somehow explain to the PRA that you have not appointed anybody. Parang when you go to the PRA, it is them who will be the one to choose if they so approve of the plan. Tama po ba?
Somehow po, it would really depend upon the PRA. I'm not sure about the plan of the mayor yet, but if he will apply to the PRA based on what they have done so far with the PPP selection committee regarding the Swiss Challenge and the their partnership with EM Cuerpo, if they will submit those documents, it's up for the PRA to approve it or not.
Ayun
And the
kasi
PRA
nakalagay po, a prior clearance from the PRA is needed for the conduct of the Swiss Challenge for reclamation projects.
Yes, that's true. That's true. So
Which
I
they
think
did not
failed.
participate in.
Yeah, they did not comply with the prior notice requirement. So yung nakasulat sa letter na that does not prevent also the PRA from conducting its own Swiss Challenge, and nakalagay doon na they can even select another company.
So
And I think the
nagkamali
city
si
is open to that.
Mayor. Nagkamali
I'm
si
sorry po.
Mayor.
Siguro that's one of the lapses siguro sa administration when they conducted the Swiss Challenge po. They were not able to notify the PRA.
But you're part of that, di ba po, as Vice Mayor?
I'm sorry?
Aren't you a party to it as Vice Mayor, or did the Mayor act on his own?
No, actually this was done by upon the suggestion of the PPP selection committee. That was the Swiss Challenge was conducted. The city council office is different. It's separate from the executive department.
Okay, but
We were the ones who approved the authority.
Upon the advice of the PPP group, sinunod kagad ni Mayor. Parang ganun po ba, Vice?
Technically, that was being done. That was what the executive department did.
But
Yeah.
in the end,
So,
they would have had to seek your council's approval, right? Which you had.
Yes po. Once there's an approval sa PRA, once everything is approved by the DNR and the PRA, then the city council will have to pass an ordinance incorporating the PPP contract. Pero as of now, wala pa, malayo pa yan because there's even no notice of award yet. The mayor said in his letter that he will not sign the notice of award. So technically, walang nanalo. Technically.
Parang is it much ado about nothing or what?
Hindi naman siguro because the plan for a smart city is still there. It's just that there's no partner company yet as of now because the city will leave it to PRA to decide.
But the
Yeah,
PRA is not even has not even entered the picture pala.
That is true. That is true. So technically, there's no project yet.
Yeah.
What we have now is still the plan.
Kayo, Vice Mayor, ano ba ang sa tingin ninyong nararapat?
This is the first time that Dumaguete has entered into or has processed a project na PPP. No, so we believe that the city administration is following the rules, except that yun may lapses na hindi pala na-notify yung PRA, which may or may not be cured by the PRA board. That we do not know. So if the mayor will still apply, which we do not know yet, if he will apply, then it's up to the PRA board to decide.
But I think, Ma'am Ses, napakalaking bagay nung mga sinasabi ni Vice na opposition. I think if they did not make noise and did their research, Mayor will not do this. I think it is a big help. Yung
Yes,
kinontra nila yung project na
we
to.
acknowledge the right of the people to freedom of expression, and it's actually good for the people to participate in governance.
Yeah.
Kasi hindi naman lahat nakikita talaga sa official. So it's important for the private citizens also to take part in the government process.
Good.
Oh,
Nice
okay.
that you are
Maraming
seeing that
salamat.
way. Thank you so much.
All right. All right.
Vice Mayor Carissa Tolentino
Thank you.
Maximo. Ibig sabihin, hindi pa tayo super happy. Kasi there is a chance
Oo
na
nga.
ilaban pa rin ni Mayor to.
Sa PRA, kailangan pumunta muna siya sa PRA. Oo. Yun ang kanyang ilalabi.
Yun ang challenge niya.
Oo.
Pero Ma'am Ses, nakakalungkot kasi ginawa nilang parang legal battle instead of
Environment.
Yes,
Oo.
instead of the environment, no?
Oo.
So, andun pa rin yung target nila na doon pa rin nila i-build.
Tama, tama.
Basta Promdi, Lodi.